Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming on this morning meeting. This is a very important meeting because this is going to be our last coordination meeting before our clients from Naresuan University traveling to the United States. All right, as we know that we have three different destinations in the United States, starting from New York City, Washington D.C., and Boston. From Boston, coming back to New York, fly all the way back to Thailand. All right, we already confirmed up to now that we have 200 faculty members from Naresuan University traveling with our travel agency, and then. But we still have several things to discuss here because we still need to figure out our VIP guests, those people who have not settled the payment yet, and then we still need to talk to legal manager to really know how the visa for US, how does it go, and then as well as the preparation of every single reservation that you need to make. So today we will be having our executive secretary here. She will be the one taking care of every single issues, problem, and communication within every department. So after the meeting, I will make sure that every one of you will get an information about whatever you need within your department for the sake of this group traveling to the United States. All right. So as we know that our trip will be starting on the 20th of August. So we expect that all our clients from Naresuan University, 200 of them are ready early morning in Bangkok on August 20, and then traveling all the way to New York, and then expect them to coming back to Bangkok on the 26th. So it's going to be 21st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5, 6. Almost 1 week. All right. I need to know first from the reservation manager. How far did you prepare everything? The booking. How about the booking for the bus? How about the bus from Pitsanulok to Bangkok on the 20th? Or they are traveling on 19, okay? 19 evening, all the way to Suvarnabhumi Airport. Did you book the bus already?
We are booked the bus already about five bus, yes, for the client.
Okay, so you booked 5 buses for the client traveling from NU to Bangkok on the 19th.
Yes.
All right. How about the hotel booking in New York? What hotel did you book, and how many of them?
The hotel that we booked is Marion No Hotel and Public House.
Okay. 2 hotels.
1 hotel.
Okay. How many rooms did you book for that? Since we have 200 guests traveling with us.
Yeah. 50 we have a VIP
Okay.
guest. VIP guest is 25 rooms.
All right.
And 130 guests is separate 65 rooms.
All right. Okay. So you have 50 VIP guests,
Yes.
which will make 25 rooms in the same hotel in New York. All right. How about the room for Washington D.C.? What hotel did you book finally?
The hotel is Conrad by Marriott Washington downtown convention center.
All right. Did you settle all the payment? Did you pay all the payment for that hotel?
We pay around 70%.
Okay.
Yes.
When is the deadline for the final settlement for this hotel in Washington D.C.?
Before 1 week.
Before 1 week, 1 week before the date of traveling.
Yes.
All right. So I need you to communicate again with finance manager about the invoice, about whatever you need. I think you will be communicating with the hotel manager in getting the invoice from the hotel, so we know exactly the amount of the money. Okay. And what is the hotel you will book in Boston? for Boston Hotel? Is it the same? Do you book also Marriott, Boston Harbor? Like the last time you reported to me?
Yes, yes,
Okay, so the same room, I guess. Still 50 VIP guests, right?
yes.
Yeah, I need to make sure that all rooms are included with breakfast because we do not provide breakfast for our clients.
Yes, all of the hotel is included breakfast.
Okay, do you have any problems so far, reservation manager, for hotel booking? Do you have any problems so far? Do you want to deliver to us?
Yes, yes, because we have the 20 guests want to upgrade the room.
Okay, you need 20 guests to upgrade the room. Okay, everybody, please listen up. Outbound tour manager, please everybody listen up. We have, you need to know this. Currently, we are having 50 guests as our VIP guests. All right, so we need at least 25 rooms, and then just like reservation manager already told, they need their room to be upgraded. All right, but until now we already get the payment for standard room, right? So did you communicate, reservation manager? Did you talk to them about additional payment for the rooms?
Yes.
And what did they say? When will our client pay for upgraded rooms? When will they pay?
They allow us to upgrade and then we charge them
Okay, how many do you want to charge them? How much?
10%.
Okay. You will give 10% charge for upgraded room,
Yes,
but basically the hotel allow you to upgrade the rooms.
yes, yes.
Okay, so you just take additional 10% for our profit. Okay, all right. Any other problem for from reservation manager? Do you have any other issue or problem?
No, yes. No, sir.
Okay, everything is okay then so far. The hotel booking in New York already done, and then Washington DC as well as Boston. You'll be settling up everything 1 week before our traveling to those states. Okay. All right. Now I need to see from legal and general affair manager. How far did you go with visa process? The process for the visa, everything is okay?
Yes, we made it before they go for 3 months.
Okay, so 3 months before they go. Okay, how will you take them from Pitsanulok to Bangkok? Do you want to book them planes or you want to go with the bus? Because they are traveling from here, right?
Bus.
To the U.S. Embassy. Okay.
We use bus to take the tourists to Bangkok.
To Bangkok, to U.S. Embassy. Did you communicate to reservation manager to book the bus?
Yes.
Okay, reservation manager, you booked the bus already for the visa process?
Yes.
Okay, I think it's 5 buses as well.
Yes.
All right. No, nobody like VIP guests. They don't want to fly. They don't want to fly by airplane. Nothing. Everyone is going with bus.
Yes, everyone go by bus.
Okay, nobody is flying then. All right. Finance manager, do you? I'm talking about the budget. How much do you want to charge for additional bus rental from Pitsanulok to U.S. Embassy in Bangkok?
Okay. First of all, let me tell you about the problem of our company has only 3 bus, but we need 5 bus for the customer.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to rent the bus from another company.
Okay. And then how much does it cost for renting the additional buses?
We need to rent the bus 2 bus.
Okay.
And the cost or the price of the bus is for 2 bus, video is for 1,600 dollar.
Okay, all right. So you get 1,600, and then it includes 2 buses, and we have 3 buses right now, right? So I think we are good. And then how much do you want to mark up to our guests? Like how much do you want to upsell? How many percent do you want to offer to our client for additional bus?
For this program, we don't charge from the customer because this program we have the charging from the ticket for Suvarnabhumi International Airport.
Okay.
To, JFK or
Oh, okay. So the profit you get from the ticket, I mean the balance that you get will be compensated to rent the additional 2 buses. So you don't charge to our client.
yeah, because the profit from the ticket we get is around $60,000.
Okay, right. Perfect. Okay, so I guess the bus for those clients traveling from Pitsanulok to US Embassy is already okay. You don't need to talk about the charges or anything because finance manager already settled everything with the charges. Okay. How about the document? Do you need? Did you get all the documents for the visa?
Now we have a problem for 5 clients is not have documents in incomplete.
Okay.
But incomplete for deadline, but we have a plans for solve that problem because this deadline is not real deadline. I know this problem will be happen.
Okay.
Yes, and this deadline is not deadline, it's the real deadline. I have it, and the client can send the document completely before they go for sure.
Okay. So, do you both plan to visit them directly to Naraswan University and you like go visit and do some meeting, making sure that you receive the document directly, or you just want to call them? Do you want to visit?
Yes, visit.
Okay, so I bet it's better for you both to visit them to Naraswan University and really get the document right away because we don't want the visa process delay because if it is delayed, we know the consequences, right? Okay, any other concern or problem from legal and general affair manager? Everything is okay? Okay, right. Now, before we go to outbound tour and leader, I need to make sure from sales and marketing. All right, Miss Eve and Tom, because we know that we have the packages that are included in our package. I mean the services that are included in our package, and we have and most of the attraction are not included in our package. Like for example, the things that are included are 5 nights hotel, transportation within the state like New York, Washington DC, and Boston, airport pickup, complimentary, as well as guide, tour guide, and taxes. So we have several things that are not included. How far did you pitch our client to buy additional package?
Now we have meeting with the client. We sell about the special destination to the client, and around 100 client want to go to the Madame Tussauds.
Madame Tussauds in New York?
Yeah, Madame Tussauds in New York. But we already checked that the day that we go is closed up.
Okay.
Yes, and then we sell another destination to the guest that is NYC night tour.
Which one?
NYC night tour.
NYC night tour. Okay, so you cancel Madame Tussauds because by the time they arrive, the museum is closed.
Yes.
Okay, so NYC night tour here in our list is $25, right?
Yes.
How much will you sell them?
We will charge them up around. We will charge them up 10%.
10% from $25. Okay. What else? So if we have 100 client going for NYC night tour, 25% plus 10% in addition to original price. And then, do you have any other booking for any other attraction?
And we suggest them to go to the Boston Harbor Cruise
Okay.
because the most of the clients we want to travel that can not boring, and we want to take a picture to our destination.
So you are also selling Boston Harbor Cruise.
Yes.
Did they say yes to that? How
Yes.
many of them so far?
Yes. We up to 10%.
And how many of them already say yes?
50.
Okay. All right. 50%. Oh, sorry, 50 clients
Yes.
saying yes to Boston Harbor Cruise. So up to now you have 100 going to NYC night tour, and then 50 going to Boston Harbor Cruise. Okay. Do you have plan to do another meeting? Do you have plan to visit them to Naresuan University and have another meeting? So maybe you can sell more packages.
Yes, we have planned to visit them more because we have another destination that's very interesting to sell them.
Okay. If I can suggest, when they travel to Washington D.C., you can try offering them International Spy Museum, because normally in Washington D.C. every museum is free, and then we already have them in our package. But International Spy Museum will cost $21.95, and then you can add on additional 10% from that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Do you have any requests from our VIP guests so far?
The VIP guests, they just want for some special drink
Okay.
when they travel.
Okay.
And the most client that we want to update about the destination, and the majority client we want to shopping mall.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
And we suggest them to the Empire.
Empire State.
Yeah, Empire State Building.
Okay.
Is allow have the another destination.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So again, you already closed at least 150 clients going with additional packages. And again, in Washington D.C., I suggest you to go with that Spy Museum. Okay. And the shopping malls. We can also talk to outbound tour leader. Okay. Now, before we go to our whether we have complaint or not, finance reservation manager. How about outbound tour leaders, outbound tour managers? When are you traveling to New York? Because our client will be there, will arrive in New York on August 20. When will you be there? Two of you.
We are turn up before tourists. Our customer arrive before 2 days ago. Before 2 days.
Okay. Did you already communicate with the bus company, bus rental in New York? Because you need to pick them up at the airport, right?
I did. We did it already.
Okay. And then, do you have any concern, problem so far?
According sales and marketing manager said, the VIP guest and all customer they will go to New York night tour. But,
Okay.
But in actually we don't know we don't know the problem will occur on that day. So
Oh, you mean the weather?
yes.
Okay.
So I will tell every customer
Mm-hmm.
we may change the อะไรวะเขาเรียกอะไร
The New York City tour. Okay, why don't you talk to sales and marketing, and then you can, like, four of you go visit Naresuan University for a meeting, so you can really talk to the clients about the condition, like whatever attraction you have and the condition. Can you do that?
I put in the document
Okay.
I put the condition in the document.
All right. Oh, okay. So you will prepare the document and put every single condition. Okay. Do you have any special requests from our guests? I mean, did you prepare, because we have 50 VIP guests, right? For New York, what will you provide them, especially for our VIP guests?
We will let them go to the Empire State
Okay.
because this is a landmark of the New York.
Okay.
The guests maybe like to take a picture with the Empire State.
Okay. How about, did you also talk to the hotel? Because maybe some of them are vegetarians or allergic to some food. Did you talk to the hotel already about that issues?
Yes, we talked before because before we arrive to the hotel, our สองอะไรนะ our booking is a have a อะไรนะ condition tell them that we have the vegetarian with our book.
Okay. All right. So we have upgraded rooms, remember? And then vegetarians and some traveler with allergic issue. So you need to make sure that you settle everything. How about hotels, reservation, and tour in Washington DC? Any problems so far? What did you prepare for Washington DC?
In the Conrad Marriott, right?
Yes. And then how about the tour? The tour plan, everything is on the plan?
Yes.
Everything is okay?
It's okay, but have just a little bit problem, like a traffic jam. We cannot go to with our time that we set because the traffic jam too bad. We need to cut some destination.
Okay. All right. I think they do need some free time as well, because they sales marketing say they want to shop, like they want to go to the shopping mall. You can but I just need to make sure that it must be clear. You communicate everything to your client, okay? If you want to cut some times or destination, you need to communicate. Like, we don't lie because of the traffic jam, but you give some other solution. Like, we don't go here, but you can go shopping. So it's something like that. Okay. Now, how about customer service manager? So far, do you have any problems so far? Because these are 200 people we are dealing. Do you have any complaints so far or issues with them?
For the at New York, one of the guests lost the wallet, and then we they come to a call to for the how we can solve the problem.
Okay.
They lose the wallet at New York, and then we will provide the assistance guide, go and call to the taxi, or for the our company pay for that,
Okay.
and take the guest to the police station.
Okay. So, like our customer service manager said, View Street, before this street, one of our client lost the wallet in New York, and then they already communicated with the police officer in there, and I think for the next trip, you can always you have WhatsApp group or line group, right? So you need to make sure that you communicate directly with our tour manager. So whatever happen, you can always like right away take action to that. How about their travel insurance? Did you everything is okay with their travel insurance? Did they pay their travel insurance already?
Already, sir.
Okay. Do you have any other issue, any other concern?
Actually, for the first day, one of them we have the one couple, like they request the champagne when they arrive at the hotel.
Okay.
So after that, we just we coordinate with the hotel, and the hotel they offer that if you buy the premium buy, they will give the 15% for the discount price. I think we have to make the guest impression, so we give the discount price for the guest. We keep only 5% for the all over company, and in the 10% we give to the guest for make them happy. They give the reason, but this is the first time for them.
Okay. All right. As long as you don't lose your basic profit, okay? You can always do that and talk to tour manager. Okay. Now, before we close this meeting, everything is clear. I already get the information from the reservation manager. Outbound tour leader are okay with all the plans, and mitigation strategy are very good. Customer service manager already learned from previous ordeal with our client that they already took some plans to that. Legal, visa, everything is okay, as well as marketing. Like, don't forget to do another meeting to sell whatever we have in Washington DC. Now, I want to ask one by one. Do you have any? Do you need more budget? You want to say to our finance manager, sales and marketing?
We need around 10,000 baht allows the $50.
Okay, for what?
We need for transportation and food when we have meeting with the client.
All right. Okay. Okay. How about that finance manager? Additional 10,000 for baht. The 10,000 baht for transportation for their mobility, like meeting with the clients, entertainment, and everything. How much do you have less? How much do you have left for sales and marketing? Mm-hmm. How much can you give?
The sales marketing is 10,000 baht or is around $330.
Okay.
And we can give the budget from sales and marketing is around the limit is $500
Oh, okay.
or around 50,000 baht.
Okay. So I think you are good. Okay. Just don't forget to send your proposal about whatever you want to spend. Okay. For VIP guests especially, you can go use the budget for entertainment. Okay. If you want to eat somewhere in the restaurant. Very nice to be sales and marketing. Legal and general affair. Do you need additional budget?
Yes, we need more budget
For what?
for sponsored visa and passport because some guests don't have a passport.
Okay.
We need $300
Okay.
for making.
To cover before they pay, right?
Yes.
Because they will pay by themselves.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, our client will pay maybe like 1 week before everything settled, like they said. So I think they need more money to cover everything, so everything will be much faster. You have budget for that?
For the budget for
Yeah, and passport. And visa, I think it's visa, right? Because passport, you don't worry
Yes.
with their passport. Visa.
for $300 we can give to them because they need before and after that they can return to finance on the company.
Okay. Will you charge how many percent for that? Or no? Okay. All right. I trust you. Customer service manager, do you need any other budget? Or you are good?
It's good. The budget is you give is enough. We can handle budget.
Okay. Make sure that you have a good communication tools. Because during the trip, I really want you to communicate with tour managers. Everything happen, it's your responsibility and tour manager responsibility, okay? Tour manager, do you have any concern or you need more budget?
Yes, we need budget because we need around 3,000 baht
Okay.
for support like when guests not specify some activity that we give and they maybe want something for free from us.
Oh, okay. So it's like your entertainment budget.
Yes, like that.
Okay, it's entertainment budget, Miss Ice. Just in case the guests, like when they are out and get some drink coffee.
Okay, for this case, for 3,000 baht, 3,000 baht or around 100 dollar. For we can give to for
The tour managers.
tour manager.
Okay. Alright. Perfect. You got what you wish. Reservation manager, everything okay?
Yes, everything okay if the finance or have the money for me to reservation.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So I believe everything is okay with your budget, right? Okay. Now let's listen from our executive secretary. Again, you don't need to be worried about taking another notes for this. I just need to make sure that every single issue is being delivered and written. After that, the secretary will send all emails to you so that you are all updated with our meetings today. Okay, please.
So let me summarize about the program that we have meeting for today. For the legal and general affairs manager, we found that the 5 of tourists cannot submit the visa document
Yeah.
in the period that we limited. But finally we can solve this problem because the deadline is not real deadline.
Okay.
So we can collect the document from the university.
Right.
And the next one is about we have the bus that we use same with we bring the client to the airport in the 5 bus. And the next one is about the sales and marketing department. The client request for the special beverage during the travel, and then we suggest the sales special destination to the tourists. For the VIP guests, we suggest the Empire State Building to the VIP guests to travel.
Right.
And for the general client, we suggest to the Boston Harbor Cruise.
Yes. Right.
And then we also sell the packaging to the NYC Night Tour.
Okay. Remember that NYC Night Tour still need to be communicated with tour manager because due to the weather problem, okay?
And the problem that the sales and marketing manager face either when they book the Madame Tussauds and they found that the Madame Tussauds is closed up, so we have to change the destination.
Okay.
And about the tour leader manager, we found that some of the tourist destination have to cut out because we face with the traffic jam.
Yeah.
And then we have to tell to the client during the still in the bus.
Okay. Communication.
Yes.
Right.
And about the reservation, we travel by the bus, 5 bus. So, but we don't have the bus enough. We have only 3 bus, and then we have to rent for the outsource company.
Additional 2 buses.
Yes. So we have to, and then for the hotel, we will pay the deposit for the hotel 70%, and we
Right.
before one week before we go. And for the problem that restoration department face is the 20 guests want to upgrade their room. So
Okay.
after that we can contact and communicate with the hotel. So finally we can upgrade them.
All right, with additional 10%.
Yes.
Okay.
And financial department, we have budget to the bus rental company. 2 bus is $1,600
Okay.
for 2 bus. But we don't charge the markup to the client because we charge all is the cost to the
From the
ticket and
airline.
yes.
Right.
For the request that all of manager request the budget from the to the financial department. The first one, customer service manager. They says the budget is enough. They don't need more budget.
Okay.
And tour leader manager, they want budget about the entertainment.
100.
For the
US dollar.
$100 or around 3,000 baht.
Okay.
And sales and marketing manager, they want the budget for the transportation to visit the
Client.
at the university around $330.
$300.
Yes.
Okay.
And
That's a lot. It's okay. And then?
And about the last one is the legal and general affairs manager. They want the more money or budget to cover about the visa cost
Right.
of the client.
Yeah. So we can settle all the visa very quickly before the deadline. Right. Any other thing? Okay. Perfect. So I think we are done with today's meeting. And again, like I told you, all information will be given to you right after this meeting by our secretary. Everything is good. I hope that we can finalize this trip all the way to New York, coming back to Thailand with a good record. Okay? Thank you so much for your coming. And thank you for your great job. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Oh, hi.